expected.
Continuing our election 2010 coverage tonight, helping you get to know the candidates. Today, I sat down with the Democratic candidate for Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate seat, Congressman Joe Sestak. We took a walk through a park in downtown Lancaster, talking about Washington politics, his campaign, and simply getting to know more about Joe Sestak, the man. Democratic senatorial candidate Joe Sestak joining us today. Thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Thanks.
Let's start out by getting to know Joe Sestak. We know you're a retired vice admiral in the U.S. Navy, in the service for over 30 years, married with one child. What's something that people don't know about Joe Sestak?
Well, I think it's that I proposed to my wife, and 8 years later she said yes. And that persistence, I think, it voted me well, whether it was in a war in Afghanistan or whether it's in a campaign here at home. And I'll tell you, the best thing I've got going for me, though, is my daughter that you mentioned. She's now 9, going on 22. And she was the one that survived brain cancer. And there's nothing more important to me than that. So I think it's my focus on family. That more than anything is what I most cherish. And maybe that's because, you know, one of probably the biggest personal challenge of my life, except for my daughter's illness, was that I couldn't get anyone to marry me until 47. And I was persistent after her, Susan, my wife. So.
Well, after 8 years, you got her, though,
I got
right?
Her, yes.
Let's now talk about the political ads that have been running. A few you have said they haven't been very truthful for you, and you have yet to run an attack ad against your opponent, Pat Toomey. Why is that?
Well, I don't believe in attack ads. I think that's what's harmed the trust of people and politicians. We should be public servants in debating the issues. I like Congressman Toomey, and I was surprised that so early he went negative and with misleading information. If you want to debate the health care issue, let's debate it. But let's not put something up there that I wanted to destroy the private care plans when my own daughter's in one. And so let's debate the issues, and that's what I'm going to do throughout the campaign. It's what we did in the primary, and that's what I'm going to do here. I think that's what people want. They've been hurt so badly in this recession, and they're not going to put up with that stuff. And so at the right moment, we'll go head up and let them know who I am and what I stand for.
Very interesting interview, and Congressman Joe Sestak and I also talked about Washington politics as well, and a little bit about an outspoken moment he had just the other day, not only speaking out against Republicans, but also his own party. So we talked about that as well.
And he also had a long career in the Navy.
He did, 30-plus years, and he has a very interesting story from his days in the Navy, an experience that he says he has taken with him his entire life. And so we talked about that as well. So you can see exclusively on our website our entire interview, including his top 3 reasons of why you should vote for him. Find it on CBS21.com. And while you're there, you can also see Rob's one-on-one that he had with Sestak's opponent, Pat Toomey.